I went into virtual training as many had to and were kind of forced into. I'm grateful that I was forced into it. I always knew about it, but this time I had to because I needed to make money to survive and I wanted to serve my clients that were now asking, "Hey, what can we do? Can we get into something?" So then I realized, virtual training just is really cool. Like I'm actually doing this. I'm able to one do it from home. I'm able to do it from anywhere. And I'm actually doing better. I'm actually more into it because now I've got a new perspective on how
Mhm.
I'm working with people. I call it show and tell. So when I'm teaching trainers or mentoring other trainers, you need to show them the exercise, tell them the exercise so that they can see it, hear it, and then execute it as best they can. And so in the virtual space, I had to show and tell in a different way that I was used to. So now I was utilizing new ways of doing, communicating, performing, showing that I hadn't been used to, which made me feel alive again. And at that point, I realized, you know what? I told my wife, I said, you know what? We can do this anywhere. I don't need to be in LA anymore. We always loved Orange County. We loved near the beach. We loved more of a chill lifestyle. We want to start a family. Let's move to Orange County. Long story
Oh,
short, we
wow.
do. And we took that leap of faith. And at the time, I had to make this decision. Am I going to keep the studio or am I going to close it down? Well, there were two deciding factors. One was, what am I going to do with all the equipment and everything I just spent a lot of money on re kind of vitalizing and putting a new, kind of experience in there. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to sell it? I can barely sell it. No gyms are open right now. People aren't going to do it. I'm going to have to put it in storage and it's going to cost me money to do that. And it's going to be a pain in the butt. So that was one conversation I was having. The other conversation was, you know what? I've been a staple in this community of Westwood for 15 years. And if I close the doors, people aren't going to have access to anything because there was no other personal training studios like ours in the community.